Hello. Out again. In the glorious Peak District. I have to make sure I get the glorious bit in. Because I'm with Dean, and he coined that phrase. Yeah, we're out for a wander around Curbar, and possibly a wild camp at the end of it, depending on how the weather pans out, because we've had some serious gales last night, and the forecast is saying that there could be more later on, and potentially some snow, sleet, wintry showers. We just had a tiny bit of hail walking up through Curbar village, but nothing major. And at the minute, it's really nice. It's calm, the wind's dropped, and it's all looking good. But it's very, very changeable. So we'll just have to see where we end up. But at the minute, we're just going into Froggatt Wood. Plan is to sort of head around and go up Padley Gorge, I think, which is all new to me. And then find somewhere to camp later on around White Edge, I think. As long as the wind isn't too bad. But we have a contingency for a possible low-level woodland. But then again, it might also be a case of GTFO and get back to the car. But we'll just have to see what pans out. So I shall come back to you in a bit. And hopefully the weather will be as good as it is now. Bye for now. The Grindleford station, and the weather is still looking lovely. We're doing alright so far. We're doing alright. I've overcome some technical issues as well. I've broken the SD card slot on my camera. I think I might have pushed the SD card in the wrong way around, and I've snapped the little locking tab off inside, or bent it, I think, from the little the housing, the carrier for the SD card, and I just can't get it to lock in. So currently, the micro SD card is wedged into the slot with a bit of paper, and it seems to be holding. It seems to be holding, which is cool. I'm just crossing my fingers that it stays that way. Let's have a quick look over here. We're at the Padley Tunnel, which I think I've just seen a signal change down the track. I don't know if that means there's a train coming or a train going, I don't know. I could stand here forever waiting for a train to come through. Does that signal there mean there's a train coming or a train going? It's just moved. Answers on a postcard. Yeah, answers on a postcard, please. I'll show you the signal in question. That red signal down the track has just gone up like that. It was down and it's gone up. So does that mean there's a train coming or not? I don't know. I'm not a train spotter. That tunnel looks spooky though. Straight through. So, we're in Padley Gorge. It's blooming beautiful. Sun streaming through the trees. There's a dipper just landed on the rock up there. You see the dipper, Dean? Always a lovely little bird to watch. The clue's in the name, but this is a gorgeous place. Definitely one to bring the family back to, I think. Gorgeous. Big bit of fallen tree. There's actually some quite big oak trees have come down in the winds last night. You can see some more deadfall in the river up ahead. It's taken a battering. Just hope it doesn't come back with a vengeance tonight. Wow. Through extremely bright sunlight, which I'll try and shoot from, looking down into the gorge. We're heading up the track this way now, sort of running parallel with the gorge down below us. It's a lovely place. I'd like to come back in the summer when there's a bit less water down and have a go at scrambling the gorge. I think it could be a good little gill scramble. It looks very scrambleable. On a day when I'm not camping, obviously, so it doesn't matter if I get wet. But I think it's definitely one to come back for. You know, I'm looking at the gorge from up there thinking this is gorgeous. And I was happy with it as it was, and then came around the corner and saw this. Spectacular. Absolutely bang on. Oops, sun's bright again. Hand in shot. Amateur camera work. That's magnificent. Padley Gorge. So we're now at Longshore Estate, looking out over Higatore. The wind has certainly picked up since we came back on the moor, but the scenery is absolutely stunning. But that sky is looking ominous, and it's all coming at us. Longshore house there. Yeah, it's temperature's dropped a couple of degrees very rapidly, and the wind's now picked up. It was flat calm half an hour ago, but it's quite evil now. So I hope that my little windjammers are doing their job today. We just stopped for lunch in this little bit of forest, which is predominantly silver birch. I don't know if you can see there are quite a few. These big trees that have come down look like they've been down for a while, but there are a lot of broken branches and trees that have had the tops snapped off. I would assume in the gales over the last couple of days. The wind is okay at the minute, although it probably doesn't sound great on the camera. It's manageable, but it's very, very cold. We just sat and had some lunch there, as I said. It's been within sort of 5 minutes of sitting still. It was getting nippy. So, but if the wind stays as it is, and we can find somewhere sheltered, we should be okay to camp tonight. Maybe if I can get tucked in beside it behind an intake wall or something like that, we should be alright. But it's certainly chilly. It's certainly chilly. It would be a good night for bushcrafting and building a fire. But that's not what we're here for. So it's been a good walk. We've been blessed with it. We had a little snow flurry about half an hour ago. Only lasted for a few seconds. But it's threatening. It's threatening. So who knows what the rest of the day holds. Few climbers down there, not many today. Hardly surprising because the wind's biting and it's whacking straight into the edge. Some weather moving in through the valley, looks like it's coming straight for us, so I think we're probably going to get wet very soon. White Edge. Turn this way, so I'm not shouting into the wind. We're on White Edge. Big Moor, White Edge trig. Over the shoulder. Somewhere along here. As long as we can find some shelter. Because right now the wind is just it's probably just a bit too risky. There's a lot of people shelter. Main speed's not too bad, but there's some quite stuff coming in. Hard competition with small nylon shelters. Although there are some rocks up here, we'll hopefully we can get shelters behind and make a cozy little bed for the night. Honestly, we've got confidence that we can drop down into a more sheltered spot if need be. So, let's push them to shove. We're only about half hour, 45 minutes away from the cars. So, it's no real drama. Either way, we're sorted. We've had a damn good walk. First time I've seen Padley Gorge, loved it. Nice trot along Froggatt, and it's the first time I've been up on White Edge as well, I think. I think I might have had a very brief cross up here to the trig, perhaps. It's not so good one, but I've certainly not been down the bed where we're heading now. It's just windy. Big snowstorm over there. We've got lovely snow over here. It's actually a fantastic sunset though. So, a bit of a mix. We've got a few little snow flurries coming across the moor. There was a snow squall sort of path behind us, and we just caught the very edge of it. Just a few flares. We're on a winter wild camp now. Not complaining, of course. I'm not complaining. It's a good test tonight. I'll be trying out the the Elite 4 for the first time in cold conditions. I've had it out in somewhere in the times. So it's interesting to see how it's the cold stuff. I don't know about that. I think we'll do it. That's what we get to. So for now, right, I don't know how much you're going to be able to see. I've got the head touch over the top of the camera. We've just got pitched. A little spot there in the lee of these rocks. Any of you who've watched Dean's videos before will probably recognise that little area there where he strung over a tarp to make like a little shelter. It just so happens I brought my little Geller ground sheet. It cost me a couple of quid from Go Outdoors, from Sports Direct, and because I thought the ground might be a bit wet, but as the ground's dry I think we'll probably use that as a little shelter later on to get out of this. But yeah, so the shelter's gone up well tonight. It's the Mini Peak 2 for anybody who hasn't seen my videos before. I have occasionally had problems pitching the back end into the wind with it bowing, but I'm kind of learning now. It's just a question of compensating for the uneven ground, and once you do that, it goes down fairly well. It's just taking me a bit of practice. You see we've got quite a cover of hill now. It's already sort of drifting up against the back of my tent. I've left the inner at home tonight. I plan on just leaving it open tonight and using it as a tarp. So I've got the British Army Gore-Tex bivy bag and the first winter tryout of the Snug Pack Softy Elite 4. If I can swing the camera around and show you that. You see the comfort rating there is -10 and lows -15. It's the first time I've had it out in winter. It was fine in autumn and summer, and then just a cheap Carrymore inflatable mat underneath. But it's looking quite inviting in there actually right now. So yeah, seeing as Dean was tarping it tonight, I thought I would sort of do the same, mine being a tarp tent, and just leave the doors open. But of course, I have the beauty and the benefit is if the wind changes, I can just zip the doors closed instead of having to look out drifting up against your thing now. Look, wow. We've been dodging snow showers for the last hour on the way up. We were on White Edge, but it looks like there's another bank moving in behind. So it could be an interesting night. Temperatures dropped rapidly now. Yeah, need my gloves. See you in a bit. So it's a bit blustery. We've had frequent snow showers, but just very light. And the wind's been okay, but it's starting to pick up a bit now, as you can probably hear. I don't think it's anything to worry about yet, anyway. Well, I've just got snuggled up in the sleeping bag. Very cosy. I'm really impressed with this snug pack so far. It kind of feels, good, comfortable. It's warm. I have cheated a bit, and I've got a hot water bottle. I filled up my Sawyer squeeze bag with hot water, and I've stuck it down in the foot box for the sleeping bag, which is it's worth a treat because the only part of my body that was cold was my feet. So it's warmed my feet back up, and obviously it's just keeping the inside of the bag really warm. I've never thought about doing that before, but I've heard a few people doing it lately, so I thought I'd give it a try, and it's worth a treat. It's great. So yeah, so we just got snuggled down, and then we've had a tweet to let us know there's a comet apparently, and I've just done a quick Google, and apparently there is a comet visible somewhere around Orion, but I'm listening now, and it sounds like possibly sleet hitting the outside of the tent. So I might wait for a bit later on and get out and have a look. Once the weather's calmed down a bit, that's if I can stay away. It's been a really good day. Really enjoyed it. It's a great walk. New place to visit. And this is a great camping spot. It's fantastic. We're kind of just enough shelter from the rocks behind us. I think would be in a lot of trouble if we didn't have those rocks just breaking the wind up as it's coming over the top of the edge. But it's just kind of dispersing as it comes around us, I think. So we're getting swirls. I've had to shut the doors on the tent. I didn't want to be honest, but because the wind's swirling as it's coming over the rocks, it's blowing spin drift and sweeping everything back in through the doors. And plus it's building pressure inside the tent. So it's just potentially pegs are going to start popping and stuff. So I've had to zip up, which I didn't want to do, but it's not the end of the world. So yeah, all in all, good day. And if I carry on feeling as warm and toasty as I am now, it's going to be a good night. As long as that wind just stays down. It's threatening. All the forecasts have been so vague, and some were saying it's going to be really hard wind, strong winds. Others are saying it's not going to be too windy overnight. I don't think anybody really knows at the minute. It's just going to be something to see. We're about 45 minutes from the car, so if the brown stuff hits the spinny thing, we can get off pretty quickly. But hopefully it won't come to that. We might even catch a nice sunrise in the morning if we're really lucky, just as we head off back to the cars. So I'm going to try and get some kit now, I think. Yeah, look, here we go. I can't be bothered to get out and peg that door down properly. I really should pull that corner out a bit tighter, but I'll put up with a bit of flapping. It's not too bad. Anyway, I'll speak to you guys in the morning. Night night. So, all packed up, ready to go. No trace left other than some patches of non-snowness. Yeah, so we'll head off back to the car. I think, Dean just pointed out actually, if I'll show you around there, we're probably just below the sort of the real snow line. If you look over towards pretty sure that's Kinder over there. I'm blinking hopeless. But yeah, the higher peaks seem to have a lot more snow on the top than we do here. But smudging the lens. Finger that off. There you go. It's been a good night. I know I keep saying that, but it's genuinely is. So that was our bed for the night. Other than footprints under the light of a half moon in one direction and a rising sun in the other, we shall head back. Look, the White Edge tree on the way back home. Got a photograph even on my Flickr page. That shameless plug. Based on a beautiful sunny summer's day. Very exposed. Wind's lashing now. got the most amazing sunrise. But I really don't think the camera's going to show it. The sun's just coming up like a big orange ball. Beautiful. Right, I'm just dropping down into the village of Curbar, and the end of another fantastic walk and another fantastic wild camp. The more I come up into the Peak District, the more I'm growing to love it, and just trotting back across the edge of Sporting and watching the sunrise was just yeah, pretty special. Very special. Very lucky that this is only an hour from my door. Very lucky indeed. And on that note, I need to get home. So I've got an hour's drive to do now. So thank you very much for watching once again. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, of course. And hopefully I'll be back with some more. I nearly said it again, and Lee said good content, but some more videos soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.